Getting a jump start this morning in the heart of Andersonville. We're taking a closer look at a woman-owned business that centers on sustainability and ethical sourcing.
Let's turn to Jackie Kostek now with more on what WorkShelter is all about. I'm intrigued, Jackie. Good morning.
Hey guys, good morning to you. Well, this is really cool. We're actually basically showing off two woman-owned businesses this morning. WorkShelter sells some of their products that are made in India, handmade in India, here at Libar, which is this beautiful store in Andersonville. So you've got some scarves here, or why can't I think of the name? Bandanas, yes. I was like, they're not scarves. Okay, we're going to talk to Teresa Vandermeer this morning, who is the owner of WorkShelter, which is actually based in Uptown, produces the products in India. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Jackie. Okay, how are you?
Well, doing really well. So tell us a little bit about WorkShelter's model and how it works.
Sure. So WorkShelter is a social enterprise. Are you familiar with that term, Jackie?
Yeah.
Right. So we're combining the goals of the nonprofit world, which is we want to make the world a better place in some way, with the revenue generating mechanisms of the business world. So we sell products.
Yeah.
And what we do is we pay vulnerable women in India a fair wage. They learn how to sew, they make products, and then we work with businesses and nonprofits in the U.S. to make products for them.
Yes.
That's why we're here at Libar today.
Yes, I love it. Okay, so we're going to take a look at some of the products real quick. So we've got these products over here, which are the ones that are sold here at Libar in Andersonville. And then you also have some of these organic cotton t-shirts here. And that's, well, explain what those are.
Sure. So these were made for a nonprofit based in Chicago. Their name is Green Heart. And they have travel programs where folks go all over the world. And we make these t-shirts for the folks that travel with their programs. So we made something like 7,000 organic cotton t-shirts for them with their nonprofit logo on the front last year.
And I will say they are so much softer than the average t-shirt. I feel like we have a lot of t-shirts in our closets that are made with not the greatest cotton. So that is, they're just so much nicer. So we are going to talk to Bergen a little bit throughout the morning. She's the owner of beautiful Libar, and she makes these beautiful clothes for children. But guys, we're going to send it back to you.
All right, Jackie, thanks so much.
We're getting a jump start this morning in the heart of Andersonville. Such a crazy cool neighborhood. We're taking a closer look at a woman-owned business that centers on sustainability and ethical sourcing. Let's turn to Jackie Kostek with more on WorkShelter and what it's all about. Hey, Jackie.
Adrina, good morning to you. Well, we have the privilege of showing off two woman-owned businesses that are working together and that they've worked together for the last several years today. So we're actually talking about Libar, which is the beautiful store that we're in this morning that sells some of the work made by WorkShelter. So we'll get into that a little bit later on. But I'm here with Bergen Anderson, who's the owner here. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Okay, well, first of all, tell me why you wanted to start Libar and what it's all about.
So Libar means little child in Swedish, and I was pregnant with my oldest child, who's now 13, and I couldn't find the baby clothes that I wanted.
Yeah.
So I grew up in a making household, so I just made them. And that has turned into this, where I make here on site clothes for babies and toddlers and grown-ups that are sustainable, colorful, and that are joyful.
Why was it so important to you to focus on the sustainability of the clothes that you're selling?
I think it's our responsibility as humans to take care of our world and other people, and so it only made sense to work with sustainable materials that are ethically produced. And I also take that into my production, so I'm very zero waste, and I try and recycle a lot of things as well.
Your products are so beautiful. The clothing that you make is so beautiful, but also your store in general is so beautiful. I understand you make 60% of the clothes that you sell here at Libar, but you also sell a lot of other handmade products, amazing things, and they all kind of have the same vibe. So where are the other things made, I guess, and just give us an overarching sense of where things come from.
Sure. So it's important to me to know who makes things, how they're made, and where they're made. And so the garments so the things that I don't make, I source from other women-owned small businesses. So they can guarantee who makes their things, usually it's them, where they're from, and what materials they're made from. And so I'm able to tell everybody the story behind each piece, which I think is really exciting and a part of what makes us special.
Absolutely. And your story is so wonderful too. Let's actually take a step back and show off your workspace, because as you mentioned, Bergen, you actually make the products that you sell on site, which is in this beautiful workshop right here. You sew and you spend a lot of time back here, right?
Yeah, I'm a little troll in the sewing cave. But I do. This is where I spend most of my day. And so I have a number of industrial machines. This is the part that a lot of people don't see, is the actual making of their garments. And so I always talk about, like, who makes your clothes? Yes. Let's talk about whose hands have been on your garments.
Why was it so important to you to partner with WorkShelter, which is the company that we're sort of here to talk about today, that they actually make, or there are women in India who make their clothing and other products, right?
So I'm a micro business, it's just me, and I am not able to make everything. And there are products that I've wanted to have for a long time, like cotton scarves and bandanas and swaddles that just aren't, I'm not able to make those and source them. And so meeting Teresa and WorkShelter, I know who is making them, they're well made, I can use those products to grow.
Bergen, thank you so much for your time this morning. Audrina, back to you.
All right, Jackie, thank you so much for sharing that with us. We appreciate it.
Let's toss it over to Jackie, jump-starting this morning in a pretty unique spot on the city's north side. Jackie, are you there?
Dana. Yes, we're here. We're here. We're up at Libar, which is this great shop in Andersonville. But we're actually talking about a specific company right now called WorkShelter, led by Teresa Vandermeer. Teresa, good morning to you.
Good morning, Jackie.
Well, so your products are sold here at Libar, and they're sold all over the country as well. And there's some other things. But let's just get into the story of WorkShelter. How did you start it about 13 years ago?
Right. So I started working with women in India and learned that one of the key challenges they have to having a good life is to having safe, well-paid work. And so we pay women in Delhi to learn how to sew. They make products and we sell those to businesses, corporations, nonprofits, and organizations like Libar here in the United States.
I love it. What are some of the products that you are making, or the women are making?
Our main point is focusing on sustainable materials, so organic cotton, recycled polyester, and that's part of what's really fun about working in India. So you can see over here we have the item that was printed for Chicago Fair Trade, which is an incredible organization in Chicago that supports a lot of small businesses.
We actually spent a whole morning there, so I love seeing the Chicago Fair Trade Museum, and this is just such a special print, and it has all of their values on it, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
And in addition to the organic cotton, we work with recycled polyester. So, you know, using single bottles or items that we want to recycle but sometimes end up in the trash, we actually make fabric from discarded bottles and other materials. And I got to tell you, you can't recognize this. You would never know that these are recycled bottles.
Yes, yeah, definitely not. And I have to say, just everything that I felt, the fabrics are really so high quality and they're so soft, and you can tell that they're just going to last, which I feel like is, we talk about fast fashion nowadays and sort of the issues with fast fashion. This is not fast fashion, right?
No, but we can get them to you pretty fast.
Yeah, well,
yeah, for your business, right?
This is not speed, it's the quality. I guess I'm talking about, yeah.
Right, it's not a throwaway material. And actually, we're taking waste materials and making something new for them. So these jackets were made for the Uptown Chamber of Commerce, but we also made thousands of them for a large accounting firm. They gave out one to every employee for a holiday last year. Gotcha. So this is just an example of making the promotional product space and the fashion world more sustainable and more ethical by making materials that have been thrown away into something new.
Oh, Teresa, thank you so much for your time this
Oh
morning
my
and
gosh,
explaining just a
Jackie.
little bit about WorkShelter. It is based in Uptown, but again, working with so many women and uplifting women in India through this company. So you got to go check them out and come up to Libar and check them out too, because they sell a lot of the beautiful tea towels and scarves and everything else made by WorkShelter. So Dana, back to you.
All right, Jackie, thanks so much.
Welcome back. In today's Jumpstart, we're at WorkShelter, which is a Chicago-based clothes and fabric manufacturer that provides sewn goods to local shops.
And founders of the women-owned business say they focus on sustainability and ethical sourcing. Jackie joins us from Libar Clothing in Andersonville, which has been a WorkShelter client since 2023. Good morning, Jackie.
Dana, Audrina, good morning to you. Yes, the Libar has been open for the last couple of years here in Andersonville, and they've also been partnering with WorkShelter, which is based in Uptown, since 2023. Take a look around. This is a beautiful store. It's very colorful, vibrant colors in here, which I love. We're here with both the owner of the store, Bergen Anderson, this morning, and Teresa Vandermeer, who started WorkShelter back in, what year was it?
2011.
2011. I was going to say it was 13 years ago, or about 13 years ago, but But anyway, okay, we are here and we're talking about WorkShelter. So just describe to us the overall model and how it works.
WorkShelter is a social enterprise, so that means we are paying women in Delhi a fair wage to come and learn how to sew and make products. And we sell them to folks like Bergen here of Libar here in Andersonville. So this is an incredible organic cotton onesie that we've been developing together.
I love it. I love it. And what are some of the other products that you sell here at Libar?
We have these beautiful organic baby blankets. So they can also be used as swaddles.
Yeah.
We're making tea towels. And then Bergen and I just had a conversation during the break about making screen printed tote bags.
Oh, lovely. Okay, sounds good. And Bergen, why did you want to partner with a company like WorkShelter?
I am able to scale if I can get more products with higher margins.
Okay.
And I know that they're well made, and I know that they're beautiful, and I can get exactly what I want.
Yeah, and you actually hand sew about 60% of the clothing that you sell here, right?
I do with my own two hands.
Okay.
So it's important to me with the people that I do partner with that I know who is making the items that I also have in the shop that are not mine.
How special is it for you to know that in the work that you do and sort of sourcing all of these products that you sell from great small businesses, that you're also supporting so many other people through that and their own businesses?
Yeah, it feels very circular. Not only are people, when they're supporting my business, they're supporting me, but they're also supporting every single one of these women-owned small businesses around the country.
Yes.
And that's how we build small business and community.
Yeah, absolutely. And Teresa, I'll ask you too, you've been doing this work for over a decade now. The success stories are really powerful of the women that you're working with in India who are actually hand making these products. Can you share a little bit about how transformational this can be in the lives of the women who are making the products?
Absolutely. So a number of the women we work with are widowed, and that means they need to support themselves. They need to support their children. And even sending a child to public school in India requires purchasing uniforms, and many families keep their daughters specifically at home to do housework. And so WorkShelter requires that any of our employees, that their children are in school. And so we're paying these women a great wage to learn how to sew, to make the products, and then that trickles down to the rest of their families, specifically their children.
Got it. Teresa Bergen, thank you so much for your time this morning and for hosting us up here in Anderson at Libar. I was going to say Villabarn. I've been saying it all morning, but sometimes when you say it about a million times, it just comes out weird the last time. Ladies, back to you.
That's what happens, Jackie. It's a rule of thumb. We feel you.
That's
For real.
what
We feel
happens,
that.
right?
Yep. Okay. Thank you, though.